Welcome back to another episode of Bromance. I'm Ryan, and today I had the fellas on. I had Steve and I had Sam Sayward. We started off with a draft, and the draft topic was all-time Christmas movies. We then moved on to questions from me, and then we finished with questions from the people. That is it. I hope you guys enjoy. Welcome back to another episode of Bromance. I'm Ryan, and today I got the fellas on, Sam and Steve. Fellas, how are we doing?
Great.
Doing well, doing well. Happy to be here. Thanks for having us.
Of course, anytime. How's your day going?
Staying busy, getting ready for a rather big event in Philly this weekend, so excited for it.
Yeah, Sam.
Yeah, I just got back from the gym. My whole day was basically like working and then answering messages about the ball this weekend. A lot of drops that Steve and I are like filling spots and getting people off the wait list and managing that stuff. But like it's pretty chill for the most part. I mean, we did a lot of pre-work so that we weren't like strapped this week.
Yeah, for
That's
sure.
good because I'm sure a lot of drops super last minute. You're like, uh-oh, what do we do here?
Yeah, luckily we had the wait. This year we sold out a lot quicker than we did last year, so we had like a wait list going since like probably early October, I think. So we've had a
September,
lot of,
yeah.
yeah, somewhere September. But yeah, we've had a lot of people on it. So even with the drops, we haven't gone through. We still have a few people waiting on the wait list, so we're hoping nobody else drops, but we still have some people if we need it.
That's awesome. All right. All right, we're on a kind of a time crunch, but I do want to get some stuff out of the way. So, let's talk about our weekends. We do anything cool this weekend?
What did I do? It's like this past weekend, we went to you're talking about this past weekend?
Yeah.
Yeah, we went to it's called Boozy Mutt in Philly. It's like this dog park that you can drink at. It was awesome, and my dog got pictures with Santa. It was wonderful. It was wonderful.
I'm gonna have to share those, Sam.
I will.
Damn.
Yeah, $10 suggested donation. Are you kidding me?
Can't beat that.
Wow.
Deal.
Dude, Santa's ripping us off.
I know.
How about you, Steve?
I on Saturday for my wife's birthday, I got her tickets to go see Hadestown. It's a Broadway show. Wasn't bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. Wasn't exactly what I was expecting. It's like weird Greek mythology and 20 like 1920s Depression era stuff. I don't know. It's a weird mix, but it wasn't bad. She liked it more than I did, and that's kind of all that matters.
Yeah.
That was a good gift then. Hell yeah. So on Saturday, I'll give Long Island Kick a little shout out. They had a Secret Santa tournament. It was pretty fun. It was pretty fun. We went undefeated in round robin, and then we got the first round bye, and then we just lost immediately, and the second round of the playoffs. But it was a good time, so
What is
well worth the trip.
what is a Secret Santa tournament?
Okay,
Yeah.
so it's pretty cool. So you show up and there was what 5 times 6, 30 teams, or oh my gosh, not teams, players.
Yeah.
And they have all these different presents. So you grab a present, you open it up, whatever hat you have, that's your team.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, that's so cute. That's like the handkerchief one that we did in Philly, like the
Yeah.
rooftop, but way cooler.
Way cooler.
Yours. No,
Oh,
theirs.
oh.
No. Theirs sounds way cooler. Like we just got these like cheap like headbands from Amazon. Like that sounds really cute and like wholesome.
Yeah, that's
That
super
was super
fun.
cool. So my team was green team, and I'm like, guys, can we please be Shrek? And I told my wife afterwards, and she's like, "Why not just be the Grinch?" I'm like, "Shrek's cooler."
What is up with people loving Shrek recently?
Okay, listen, Lavender League next season is Shrek themed. So don't
Oh,
come for Shrek.
I'm
Tyra
not coming
Maloney
for
will get
Shrek.
your
It's
ass.
just it's just funny. Random
didn't it Valkyrie for the thing have like Shrek ears or something?
Mhm.
Yes. Yeah, it was hilarious. And Tara Maloney is a huge Shrek fan. And she wanted to ask them for a jersey. I don't think she ended up asking them, but she was like kind of fangirling a little bit. So,
Got to open up the jersey orders numbers. I would do
uh,
numbers.
yeah. Oh, yeah,
Oh
I
man.
would. Yeah.
for sure. All right, Steve, I'm assuming you're an Eagles fan.
I am a huge Eagles fan.
Okay, Sam, are we fully converted to an Eagles fan, or are you still a Pats fan, kind of?
No, I'm not fully converted. I liked shut up, Steve.
It's the last time you watched a Pats game, Sam. You can't say this year when they're good.
Okay, listen, I live in Philadelphia. You know how many Pats games are available for me to watch? Like, I would have to go out of my way. It's like you have to, if you live here, in my opinion, you have to be an Eagles fan. But are they like my number one team? No, I mean, the Pats will always have my heart. But like, if I'm in Philly, like, I love football. Like, I'm gonna watch the Eagles. And it's like, this city is like crazy about sports. I mean, Boston's crazy about it, but like, Philly is like a whole different other beasts when it comes to their sports teams. It's just so different. So
I love it. Like in February for the parade went down, loved it.
yeah, it's sick. It's everything. Like today, the birds are on, and it's like the city kind of just like it's all about watching the Eagles, and everybody's like really grumpy right now about it, but it's fine.
Let's find
Real
that
nice.
man's house and egg it again.
It's so funny.
That's so mean for that guy. I mean, he should be fired, but that's don't egg his house.
I
Yeah,
know.
so I was thinking about this and I was like, all right, if I'm the offensive coordinator for the Eagles and I'm doing a very bad job and my house gets egged, I'm probably not saying anything. Like I'll let like the Eagles know. I'm like, hey, don't publicize this because
No.
obviously my address is somewhere online.
Somebody
Yes.
found it.
Yeah,
And if
so
they lose again tonight, you never know. You don't want to get put that out there.
right. So, I mean, I know Nick Sirianni is going to have some more offensive play calling duties tonight. So,
Yeah. And he's got the positivity rabbit, so you can't really beat that.
yes, dude.
I
I think
don't
we might go undefeated. That's probably back to back right there.
that was I mean, it reminds me of that with his first year when he did that stupid like flower seed blossoming analogy and all of a sudden they just won 6 games and I was like, what are we doing here? I love
Wait, so
Saquon's interview. Like when they were like, "Hey, it's like right outside of your locker." He's like, "Yeah, I didn't want it here." And I was like, so good.
Ryan, are you a Eagles fan or are you a Pats fan? Because you're in
No,
Connecticut. You're like in a weird,
huge Birds fan.
really?
Yeah, that's why I went down in February with you guys.
Oh, I didn't know if like you just like sports. You were like, this seems sick.
No, 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 no. I
Like,
was like, this is my team. I'm excited.
It's a
that's
good
so because
choice.
Connecticut is such a like because I lived in Connecticut for 3.5 years and like
Same.
everybody's really I didn't know that. Everybody's sports allegiance is kind of all over the place. Like it's
Yeah.
New England, it's also like New Jersey, and it's somehow
Got
Eagles.
like you got like Red Sox and Giants fans or like
Yeah,
Yankees and Patriots fans and it's like
yeah.
why are you the way that you are?
There was a lot of Buck fans the last few years, and then Tom Brady retired, and then all the Bucks fans didn't watch football, and now all of a sudden they watch football again because the Patriots are doing good this year.
Can you believe it?
Crazy how that works.
Yeah. Lifelong
Crazy.
fans.
Before we get into our draft, do we have any predictions for tonight's game?
13-7 Eagles. I hate it, but
13-7.
it's going to be awful. I can't predict them to have more than 20 points. Like, what are they doing?
Uh, I think it's going to be a higher scoring than that, and I think Amari Hampton might go off a little bit here
He might,
tonight.
especially with no Jalen Carter. But
Yeah.
all it takes is one hit on Herbert, unfortunately. I hope he doesn't get. You don't want to see anybody get hurt, but like, man, that's playing with a broken hand is not great.
That's terrible.
Yeah. Sam, any predictions?
I just hope they win. I mean, to be honest, I don't have anybody on the Chargers on my fantasy football team. I have a bunch of Lions people, so I don't know what's going on with the Chargers. So I can't even venture to guess. If it was against the Detroit Lions, I'd be like, all right, well, I'll give you a rundown. But like that's or the Pittsburgh Steelers for some reason I got all those motherfuckers on my team. But like, yeah, I have no idea. I just hope they win for the sake of the offensive coordinator and Sirianni and the city. So
I will go 27-23 Birds, and I will share this story real quick. So I got my family into fantasy football this year. So there's 9 of us. It's a weird number, but there's 9 of us. And my wife is in it, and she drafted Justin Herbert. So like every other week this whole year, she would be like, Justin did so bad. And you get like 3 points.
It just sucks when you like I was just like refreshing my fantasy football thing and I was just like, what is going on, man? I'm not making playoffs. There's no way. There's no way.
This is my first week, and I'm down like 15 right now, but I got next week still, so we're good.
Yeah,
Oh, you do the
yeah.
2 week playoffs? I like the 2 week playoffs. They're fun.
So much better. Okay, let's get into our draft. The draft topic today, best Christmas movies. You guys are my guests. I will go last. Sam, would you like to go first?
So how does this work? Are we just like say our favorite Christmas movies?
So it's a draft. So it's going to be you, Steve, me,
Okay,
Steve, you, Steve, me.
stick. Okay. I'll go The Grinch Who Stole Christmas, Jim Carrey.
Good pick. I was trying to decide if I wanted to do that one or the animated one.
I like the Jim Carrey one's so good though.
Yeah.
They're both so good.
I'm gonna do the Muppet Christmas Carol.
Muppets Christmas
Son of
Carol?
a bitch.
Yeah. It is my
Son of a
favorite
bitch.
Christmas movie. I can probably recite most of that movie. I love
I
that
just
movie.
watched that 2 nights ago with Matt, and I was
It's
crying at the end. I was like,
so good. I can tell you like background stories about that movie, about Michael Caine and how he just like refused to do it unless he could act like a Shakespearean actor. And so he did, and he like acted it full straight, as opposed to having all the like originally they're like, be fun, be with the Muppets. He's like, absolutely not. I'm just gonna be totally Shakespearean, and the Muppets just made it perfect.
perfect.
Good pick. My son is obsessed with Elmo right now, so Christmas Street Elmo is the big hit at the house right now.
So funny.
Okay, my first pick, my 1012, is Elf. I love Elf. It's like one of my
Oh,
favorite
that's a good
movies.
one. I don't know why I'm
It's a good
taking
one.
notes. I'm like, what am I doing?
Gotta see who's left.
I'm like,
My second pick, I will go with, my wife's gonna kill me, but I am gonna go with Polar Express.
Ooh,
that's
good
a
one.
good one. That's a good one.
Uh, my second pick, I'll go with the Santa Claus with Tim Allen.
Good one.
Are we gonna come back to you and it's gonna be Santa Claus 2, Santa Claus
Oh,
3.
I should have done that. Santa 1, 2, and 3.
That would have been really fun.
Okay,
All
my
right, Sam,
turn.
you got two here.
It's a Wonderful Life. That's my favorite Christmas
It's a good one.
movie. Correct, Steve. And what's the one?
Not gonna help you out.
It's a controversial pick.
Die Hard.
Yes, I'll go with that one.
Never seen it, but I heard that it's very controversial.
Never seen Die Hard? You should definitely see Die Hard.
Yeah.
No, I'm not a big movie person, honestly.
Oh, I love movies. Um, I'll go with A Christmas Story.
Oh, just stole it from me. That was gonna be my last pick. Good pick. All right. My last pick, I will go with Home Alone.
Ooh, good one.
Damn.
It's a goated movie.
Yeah. There's so many good Christmas movies.
There's a lot. Do we have any honorable mentions?
I don't know if you guys have seen it, but Krampus came out a few years ago
Oh my God, Krampus
with
is so funny.
it's like a weird horror comedy with Adam Scott from
Yeah.
Severance.
Oh, Park and Rec.
Yeah. And it's such a weird, funny, just odd horror movie. And the other one that came out a couple of years ago called Fat Man, where Mel
Oh my
Gibson.
God. We just watched that on
It's
Saturday night.
so good. It's like campy. Like it's not gonna. You're not like winning any like Oscars with this, but it's like Mel Gibson is like a beaten down Santa who needs to like make guns for the army because he's going out of business or something. And then somebody tries to kill him, and it just goes
You
off.
liked it?
If you go into it thinking like I'm watching Mel Gibson as Santa Claus just wreck some people, yeah, it's fun. I'm not looking for like emotional attachment to it. It's
I was like,
just
Matt, what are we watching? He was like, can we please watch Fat Man? It looks so good. I'm like,
it's so good.
I'm just watching it. Like, it was so violent. It was
Oh, it's aggressive.
so violent.
It's aggressive.
National Lampoon's Christmas
Oh, that's a good one.
Vacation.
Good
That
one. Yep.
that's a good one.
I think we already picked the Santa Claus, right? Someone took that
Hmm.
one. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Honestly, there's so many. There's like the cartoon ones like Jack Frost and all that.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, like the old-timey claymation.
Yeah.
Santa Claus is
Rudolph.
coming to town, yeah. And then Rudolph. Yeah, those are good ones.
Yep. Those are gonna be the Christmas movies that we're watching like this year for my son. So I haven't watched it in
Oh, that'll be
forever,
fun.
so now it's cool watching it again.
Yeah, it's a different experience. That's so cool. You see
Yeah,
How
it
old's
through
your
their
son?
eyes.
for sure.
How-
He's 10 months old.
Oh, cool.
So
Yep.
It's
it's
a good
really
So
for
age.
you guys.
Yeah. This is
yeah,
We're
like you don't
guys.
have
watching it
any
for
idea what's
him.
going
Yeah,
on.
it's for him, guys.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, cool things. Okay, so we did our intro, we did our draft. Let's get into some dodgeball. So, Steve, a lot of people know who Sam is. Can you talk about yourself for people who may not know you?
Yeah, I'm Steve. Nice to meet you. Um, so I started playing dodgeball probably in like 2010-ish. When I graduated college, a lot of high school friends wanted to play. Played rec in Philly for a bunch of years. Then shifted over to doing more like competitive stuff. Joined Philly dodgeball when we got mad at the local rec people who were terrible at playing dodgeball. I still remember the time we showed up for a championship game and they just didn't have balls. And we were like, what? It was our team versus Sam's team. And all of us are just like, what are we doing here?
Wait, what?
Uh,
Hold on. What did you guys do?
Sam went home
I
and got her own balls.
because something like this had happened where we showed up and the bulbs were ripped, and so I bought a set on Amazon, and so I already had a bunch, and I just had to go home and grab the set that I
Yeah.
had. And they didn't even like own it. They didn't apologize. They didn't do anything about it. And it was like a lot of those things happening a lot. So
Yeah, it wasn't great. But I was also a lot better at dodgeball back then, so that was nice. Um,
not
but
true.
I've gotten old, Sam. But yeah, so then I started doing traveling probably like 4 years ago now. I don't know, right after COVID. Um, and then obviously playing Philly dodgeball and joined a bunch of teams, and then kind of got tired of playing with teams that like I'm older now and don't feel like being as angry about things. So I wanted to have a team that was more vibes than anything like that. So I started the Bananas, and then that turned into like the team, and then became a league manager in Philly dodgeball. Then now got elected to the board of USA dodgeball, and now we're here. Now I'm not captaining the Bananas because that's not allowed anymore. So I've moved on. Still playing with them, but not captaining them anymore.
Okay, okay. I will say your banana key jerseys, sick. Love it.
They we've gotten some rave reviews on them. Also, the shout out to our she they team, the Bananarka. Their
Yes,
jerseys are
sick.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Um, so we've had we're lucky we have two graphic designers on our team who really helped with what we wanted to do. But yeah, it was nice that like our whole thing was like we got when we first started the Bananas, we were trying to be called the Banana Hammocks, and then we got censored at the time for some reason because that was like racy. So then we became Banana Censor, and then we just started being named like other teams. Like we were just Bananas to be here for a bit, and then we were like, oh, Anarchy will be Bananarchy. Thought that was fun. We've talked about like other teams for next year. We talked about like maybe Bread instead of Shred, or uh,
I
we've
would love
talked
that.
about.
What would the flight one be?
I don't even know. That's the thing is you need a banana pun. Like that's tough because we
That's an
also
honor, honestly. I wouldn't show up and be upset. I would think that's hilarious.
no, and that's I mean that was never the thing to upset people, and I hope nobody ever took it that way. It was more like a funny homage to people. Like we're just there. Like I think we've played Anarchy like once or twice. Like it was just a fun thing, and it fit with like bananas. So that's a lot easier to fit than Flight Banana. I don't know. Or
And
like yeah,
it's a total opposite of anarchy too. Like
yeah,
it couldn't be more polar opposite. And it's hilarious that not hilarious. It sucks that in Dallas you guys were supposed to meet. Like because
I was hoping because I've talked to like Brandon Kelly about it and everything. Like they don't have anything against us or anything. But yeah, we were finally looking forward to like finally Europe and Anarchy gonna play Anarchy in cloth, and then all of our flights got canceled to go to Dallas. So we had to drop from the tournament, which was not fun.
Oh no, the jersey swap would have been crazy.
Yeah, I was. It would have been a lot of fun. Like I was so because I think, and I hope they weren't, but I was after like because I talked to Brandon after Beast Coast, and we were talking like because I didn't realize we made the team and actually like spelled out ban anarchy, which is not what we were going for at all. It was like bananas. Like we're always bananas, we're always vibing, we're always trying to do that, and that's what we've tried to think of a pun for outsiders, but I don't know how to fit bananas into outsiders. So we're just trying to do that. We're just vibing, and that's kind of been what we've been trying to do since is just I want to be the team that people like to play against. Like, I don't want to be trash talking. I don't want to be anything like that. I'm just here to have vibes, and that's what I'm hoping the team keeps with that after I'm not in charge anymore. That's kind of the goal, but I think we've got some good people in place.
I like that because like yeah, I'm super competitive and I'm not going to travel like across the country to not take something serious. But at the same
yeah.
time, like you're not going to catch me yelling and swearing and like ready to fight someone. Like, bro, it's dodgeball. It's not that serious.
Right. I take it as like I'm like how when I play golf, like I'm not good enough to be angry about it. Like it's just not like I'm not at that point and like and I help it helps that I was like a referee for a long time for soccer and I ref this and it's like you try to see it from other perspectives. You just don't want to be like everybody's there to have a good time. We're all paying the same thing. Let's just like have it like play by the rules and just have fun.
That's fair. Couldn't agree more. All right, my next question. Are you excited to be on the USA board this year? And what's your role?
No, no, I'm just kidding. I'm really excited. No, I am. It's I kind of it was unexpected, but I'm happy about it. So my role is still kind of in flux, I guess. I'm still trying to figure it out. I just got on like a month ago. But I'm going to be working to do things like growing the game, especially with like rebuilding the relationship with some of our college stuff, working with Chris DeJesus on that. Um, working with, I think we're going to try to do some of the youth program stuff, trying to get like some youth, like not intervention, interaction going, I guess. And then also doing like helping with Steven Decker and doing some of the ref stuff. I was actually just talking to him before this trying to get a little bit more of a standardized ref program going for USA Dodgeball, and then also doing like some board level stuff, just trying to help grow the game and getting ready for like some of the future goals and getting everything ready. So yeah,
Okay, and you mentioned Krista Jesus, so I'm definitely gonna mispronounce this. So it's either Lee Valley or Lehigh Valley.
Lehigh Valley, Lehigh
Lehigh
Valley.
Valley. Do you want to
Yeah,
talk about that? Because that's like kind of a branch from Philly Dodgeball, right?
Sam can.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, I can talk about that. So Chris DeJesus came to me, I don't know, it was like maybe 6, 7 months ago and was like, what would you think about me starting a league out in Lehigh Valley? And I was like, hell yeah. Like, I think one of the things that I it was so hard when I started out was like I didn't have the infrastructure and like all he has to do is he uses our insurance, he uses our equipment, like
Oh,
he uses our like league apps that we use, which is open sports. He uses all of it, but he is a one-man show. Like he does it how he wants. I have no oversight into like how he really does anything. I just give him the infrastructure and he runs with it. So it's pretty easy on our end because we don't really have to do anything. We just provide the equipment and whatever he uses, he pays for it through the league so that like it's not like we're losing money on it either. And the gyms are so affordable out there compared to Philly. But he's been doing a great job and he like really cares about dodgeball and his players' experience. And so he has like all of the trust in the world from me to like continue doing what he's doing.
that's awesome to hear. How far is that from Philly?
It depends on traffic, but like I went out there the first night, it was like an hour and a half. um, depending on where you're at in the city. It's not easy to get out there for Philly people. That's why there's really not a lot of crossover. Like we have one player who plays in his league that comes on Tuesdays, his name is Franklin. And but it's really we don't have the same like we're not like what's that word? We're not like eating ourselves or whatever, cannibalizing our people because it's a completely different
Mm.
area.
Okay. Is that like towards New Jersey or is that towards like Pittsburgh?
It would be like on the way to Pittsburgh. So it's like west, I guess you
It's
could
like
say.
northwest because it's kind of,
Oh, like Lancaster.
yeah, a little
Yeah,
bore you get to Lancaster. Yeah.
yeah. Look
Okay.
at you knowing PA area.
No, it's like I'm a truck driver or something. All right, my next question for Steve. How do you think helping run Philly Dodgeball will help you with USA Dodgeball?
I think so. I think a couple things. I think the ref stuff that I've been involved with and help with Philly Dodgeball. Frankie's like been in charge of it, but I've been starting to kind of go into a little bit more of a role with it. And I think that's something that we can, like, for those who don't know, we have a whole head ref group in Philly that we have about 20 individuals who sign up every season, and we use them to rely on so that it's not as much volunteering roughing. I mean, they're still volunteers, but it's more we know we can rely on these people. We know they're going to be the same people doing it over and over again. And it's also less of a burden on the players. And I think things like that and seeing how that's worked and how it hasn't worked, we can kind of expand that to take some of those ideas and apply them to USA Dodgeball. Um, I also think just seeing like the feedback we've gotten on certain things, like what's worked and what hasn't, and what people really want out of dodgeball. Like, not everybody's here for the same reason. Not everybody's here to win gold or win the league. Some people are there to just vibe and meet friends, and they love the community. And that's something we need to, as USA Dodgeball, and I think they've done a good job of it, but I think it's something we can improve upon is fostering both the competitive side and the community side. Because people, like, I've made a lot of friends that I like to travel with. Honestly, that's most of why I like to travel now. I mean, yeah, it's fun to play, it's fun to do something, but getting to know people from all across the country for throwing balls at each other is unique and it's fun to do. And I feel like that's something that we can really grow in USA Dodgeball too.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I've been married for 3 years, and I think I've met 10 people from outside of Connecticut that I invited to my own wedding, which if I
That's
didn't play
crazy.
dodgeball, that would never have happened. So,
Yeah.
So cool.
yeah. Is Frankie gonna come up with any crazy rules again? Like now that Frankie has his box, you have to play like someone in Uno in it, and then once you beat them, you can go in, or
uh, hopefully not.
Twister.
My my favorite part about Frankie right now is that even when like weird things come up, I try to stump him on rules. And it's actually I got him on one last week, which was really funny because he was like, I don't know, we got to talk to Worlds, and I was like, okay. Um, but yeah, hopefully he doesn't have anything crazy. I think his goal and like our goal in general is to be as uniform as much as possible with Worlds to where it makes sense. And that's always it's tough to make change because people don't like change, but as close as we can get to that because it helps you guys. I mean, Team USA, um, it helps you guys when you get to that level to be playing the same rules all the time. Like if you're
Yeah.
playing weird cloth rules, it doesn't help when you get to the international level.
Yeah, FDC was the first time I played the rules with Burden, and
Really?
yeah, very weird because I
It's
love to catch people like that line, and I'm like, I can't
Oh
throw
yeah.
it. It's not gonna help.
Did
it
you not
feels
go
like
to
a
Tor
chokehold. It
I thought you
does.
went to Toronto last year. You didn't go to Toronto, Ryan?
No, no, I would
Oh,
love to, but yeah, it's just a little
okay.
tough.
Um,
Um,
but yeah, those it's just that yeah, especially the pre-countering is weird. And but now hopefully we're trying to get there as close as possible to where it's still fun for us, but helps out the competitive side too.
yeah, no, that makes sense. Okay, let's talk about some Philly dodgeball. So for people don't who don't know, what is Philly dodgeball?
Oh, elevator speech. So Philly Dodgeball is an adult sports league in Philadelphia, and we play all over the city. So right now we're running two leagues. We run co-ed on Tuesdays, and then our She-They League on Thursdays. And we do a variety of like pop-up leagues where we'll do a different ball type. We'll do social. And we also do tournaments now. So we did three tournaments this year, if I remember correctly. And then we plan to do just that amount next year, maybe some more pop-ups. But we're small business organization, owned by me, but really run by a bunch of people. Like we have three league managers, we have Obviously, Frankie is our dodgeball commissioner, and then a bunch of volunteers who help make our events happen. So we're multi-layered now, especially compared to where we were when we first started, but been around since 2022, and we're full steam ahead into 26. So
And you mentioned 3 tournaments this year, so it was Beast Coast.
Beast Coast, we also did the rooftop fundraiser for those of us traveling to the practice. So it was a Team USA fundraiser. And then we're doing the dodgeball, which is this weekend. Am I missing any tournaments?
I mean, we're gonna have an extra one next year. Where
Yeah, for next year we have our She They Only tournament called Galentine's. So that'll be on February 7th. So we'll have 16 women identifying teams to that. So that's
Oh,
exciting.
damn.
Yeah, yeah. So we have right now we're waiting for a Minnesota team to register, and then I'm working on another team to try to get them to come. But I'm confident we'll get to 16, which is I don't know how many USA has, but it's pretty cool. It's going to be like an afternoon tournament, so it'll start at 2, it'll end at 9. The facility is gorgeous, and we're going to be going to the first women's sports bar in Philly, just opened up this year, and so they'll be our welcome party hosts on that Friday. So really excited about that. But we'll do some like other pop-ups. We'll do Beast Coast again. But yeah,
Awesome. So obviously registration's still open. If anyone's interested, go check out Philly Dodgeball.
yes. And we have free agent spots too. So there's a free agent team, sort of seems like it's building, if people need subs for their teams or if they want to sign up to be a free agent.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, next question. What's your favorite style league you guys have ran?
Ooh, guys, I'll take this one, Sam. So the league I ran this year was, I don't even know if we named it, but it was a really cool. So we did like a Friday league that was, there was no teams. You competed on your own. So basically, every week I would shuffle everybody into a random name generator, and whatever your team was, your team was. It could be
Mm.
they could be stacked teams. They some weeks they were, some weeks it was not
Yeah.
balanced. But it was all random, and it was like 6 weeks, and then you could basically, if your team won 7-0, you got 7, the other team got nothing. Or everybody on your team got 7 points, everybody on the other team got 0. So it balanced out that like your individual score is what counted for the season. And then as you went on, and then the playoffs were like I would go, instead of random, it was one's on this team, two's on that team, three's on this team. So to switch up the teams, and it really, I feel like it took a lot of the like testosterone anger out of a lot of the things. So it made it fun because you never knew who you're playing with, and you can't get angry at them because you might play with them the next week.
Yeah.
And it, I feel like the vibe was perfect. The Friday night league, we had a great after party, after bar thing. And I feel like everybody just enjoyed it. And then we also did like a fun night where we did like um this Mario game where if you get hit once, you're like shrunk and you go to your knees and you have to play on your knees. But if you catch, you can go back up again. We did Death Ball, which is playing with a giant yoga ball that you can't block or catch or anything, and you can go up to like the cloth. Everything else is foam, but that one ball you can go up to where the cloth line is and throw it. What else did we do that night? Uh, oh, we played some other crazy ones. Oh, this the Regicide or whatever we called it, where it was like
Oh yeah.
each team before the game went up to the ref and told him one player who was like their king, and if they got out, the game was over. But if they caught,
Mm,
everybody who was out came back in.
okay.
So
It
it was
was
like a
so fun.
fun, yeah, you just didn't know who it was. And like some teams were obvious about it, some teams weren't. And it was just, it was a cool league that we kept it pretty fun. I feel like that was definitely my favorite of the year.
That's pretty cool. Did you guys ever play in Sky Zone before?
No.
Not for like a league. I we went there for like a event for like we that
Hmm.
like a pickup thing, but
They had this tournament one time where you called a cube to drop from the center of the ceiling, and they would like some 16-year-old kid making like $8 an hour would like reel it down with a rope, and then everyone just starts chucking the ball at the cube. And if you hit the cube first, everyone on your team comes in. It's like a jailbreak. It was like the most absurd thing ever. So that's my idea for you guys. Someone has to like go up, like grab a cube, and then drop it, and then you just have to chuck it.
It's
Took a
definitely
That's
gonna be
so
barbecue.
funny.
Alex Baez, 100%. I can totally do it.
I know we should copyright Death Ball because I think that was invented by Alex. Like,
It's the happiest I've ever seen that man. And I just was in his wedding. I was literally in his wedding and still the happiest I've ever seen him.
it's he giggled. Have you ever heard him giggle?
Yeah,
He
as he's
giggles.
sitting there bouncing a yoga ball ready to kill everybody. I'm like, dude,
We'll send you some clips, Ryan. It's so funny. It's
Yeah, it
so
sounds
funny.
fun.
Yeah.
yeah.
Hell yeah. Also, like back in middle school, we would play dodgeball and we would have like these giant mats that you could hide behind. There's like three stations. It was actually pretty cool, but I mean, it's like impossible to get people out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's bringing the fun back to it. That's my favorite league that we've done too, is Fridays. It's just good fun and like nobody had a bad attitude and it's just
hmm
like you just had a good time.
Yeah, no, it sounds fun. I think Atlanta also kind of runs something similar to that
Yeah.
down for their
Yeah.
league. Yeah. All right, next question. What's your favorite upgrade slash change you guys have made this year?
Done any like upgrades? I think the development of the head ref group has been well, I guess we also developed the Lavender League now has a head ref group as well, so that would be
hmm
like an upgrade. We had some like similar issues we were having with Tuesdays where like people were complaining about the refing. It wasn't consistent because you had a lot of new people refing, and so we said, all right, if we can do it for Tuesdays, we can do it for Thursdays, and that's, in my opinion, has made the league a lot better by adding that. And just the development of the ref program I think just makes everyone's experience that much better.
Steve, anything to add?
Honestly, I think Beast Coast was one of my favorite things. Um, I really enjoyed like just playing against the other teams in other cities. I mean, I know it was probably the best our banana team has ever performed. And I mean, we were like fourth going into the bracket, which I was like, this is crazy. Um, so I really enjoyed it and got to measure up against other cities and seeing what everybody brought. I thought it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, that was a fun tournament. Do you guys want to tease anything for next year about Beast Coast or?
I mean, it's happening. We just have 2 weekends that we're looking at. Let me look at Frankie puts together this very fancy year calendar I can look at.
Probably has
Um
like 10 passcodes to get in, something crazy. You need a place to do go.
I don't know how I did this before he came on, to be honest with you. He is so good at attention to detail. It's
That
crazy.
venue was sick, by the way, last year. Was it Drexel, right?
It was
Yeah.
Drexel, yeah, and it's really challenging to find venues in Philadelphia that are that size, and that's where we'll be this weekend for the ball. I'd like to go to the Six-Man Center for Beast Coast, but they have programming in the morning for their kids. It's a basketball facility, so it probably won't be there. So it'll probably be at Drexel again. And they're just like wonderful to work with. Like the event manager there is just like super chill, and like I know Steve's got to know him just a little bit.
hmm
Yeah, so we have 3 weekends blocked out, which is most of June. So like either the 13th, 20th, or 27th, but I think we were waiting for the USA Dodgeball calendar to come out, and I don't think we've updated that. Are there any tournaments in June?
Give me one sec.
I should
Uh,
probably know this, but I don't.
I thought
Um,
Birmingham was in June, but I could be wrong.
I think it might be. Yeah, because there's one every month for it's February, March, April, May, June, July, August.
there is, yeah, Birmingham
That's
is
7.
6-6, and there is a Long Island one at the end of the month.
Okay, so maybe I'll block out the 27th.
I'll tell you afterwards.
Okay. Yeah. But yeah, it's gonna be in June. So we're definitely gonna we learned a lot this year about how teams should be structured, how we should just because we tried to put parameters in place, like you have to be playing in the league for a certain amount of time, and like um and I think like we could have supported other cities and getting more people who were like, because we unfortunately had some people like even in Philly that like weren't invited to play on like the teams because we already have Aggression and Happy and Supernova, and then there's like other she they players or other guy players that fell through the cracks because they
hmm
may not have as strong of a connection. So we're definitely going to make it a little bit more of a process this year, like in Philadelphia. I know like BDL did something similar. Although I wouldn't make, I mean, I know they made cuts. I wouldn't make any cuts. If you want to play, you're going to play. Like we're not that savage. But yeah, it's definitely happening because it was so fun. And like, I wanted to do something like that for like 3 years. So yeah.
Speak for yourself, Sam. Bananas are gonna start cutting people. We're going full.
Listen,
We're going full heel this year.
that's crazy.
I'm not, hey,
You,
I'm not in
you,
charge.
Going for it all. You guys were in fourth last year, right? Now you guys
Hey,
are going for first.
we tied Filthy, which was like our Super Bowl. Like we went all out in that game, and that was the best I felt after a dodgeball game.
I refed in the playoffs. It was the second Long Island team against, I think they were called Bunch of Bullets,
Mhm.
against the Maryland team. I'm drawing a
oh
blank right
yeah.
now. It's a name, Spice, Sweet.
Oh,
mm,
I know what you're talking. It was Heat's team.
I
It
think
yeah.
was
old. Why do I
old
think Old Spice? Was it
Old
Old
Bay,
Spice?
right?
Old Bay,
Old
Old
Bay, yeah.
Bay, Old
Yeah.
Bay.
And that game literally came down to like the last play of the second to last game to force it overtime. And I was reffing, and I had people from Connecticut behind me, like, hey, just step in here just in case. I don't want to miss anything. I don't want to be that guy that misses something by accident. I think that we honestly, like, it was like me, one other person next to me, one other person on the center of the other side of the court, two line refs. Like, I'm like, we're not missing shit here.
Yeah, it's because like a lot of the times like those it comes down to one or two plays, and if
Yep.
a ref misses something and instead of a team internalizing it and being like, oh, it's because we'd made a mistake, it's like, oh, the refs sucked and they were talking or not paying attention, and you never want that. Like,
Right.
but there's a lot that we will improve. Like we got a lot of really great feedback. It was all really constructive because all the people that were giving us feedback are all league organizers and people trying to grow their respective leagues. So it was like constructive feedback, constructive criticism on how to make it better. But it was very like it was cool like to bring together all these communities and be one big community like on the East Coast. Like that was like the coolest part to me.
Mhm.
Um, so yeah.
I loved it. It was cool. Very cool. Are you by any chance streaming this weekend so people can possibly watch?
Yes, we are. So we're going to be streaming on at our Philly Dodgeball YouTube. We have courts 1 and 2 being streamed, and then I will have my GoPro recording the courts to be posted at a later date. But we will have, so that's all the courts, right, Steve?
Well, we
Three,
have three
four,
courts,
three courts.
so
So yeah, yeah.
I
I
was gonna
just couldn't
say
remember if we had 4 courts or
no. We
three.
have
Listen,
three courts. So if
I
and I think
I am
court
not the tournament director,
I
okay?
am yes. I didn't know we were streaming court two until right now, so that's cool.
Yeah,
Breaking
Um,
yeah.
news.
okay, so breaking news: we're streaming courts one and two. And then we are commentary on court one, I believe, correct? So we'll
Okay,
have
cool.
people sign up for commentary throughout the day. So it should be good. Got a good setup planned.
I'm gonna stream, but I'm just gonna like duct tape my phone to my head or something like that. You're gonna get a crazy POV.
It's
I feel like that the next step we need
ridiculous.
for like dodgeball streaming is like on court mics. Like people
Um,
playing
I,
like mic'd up while they're
No,
playing.
you don't. No, you
hold on,
don't.
hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on.
You don't. You think that you want that. You think you want that, but then
Give it to the
heat.
bananas. We'll do it. You
You get
guys,
heat on the
you can't
mic.
have
Sam
Mm-mm,
knows. Sam knows.
mm-mm.
aggression
I'm
can't do it.
I'm trying to watch my man's play in the Nutmeg tournament, and all I can hear, and I mean I love Heat. All I can hear is Heat because like he didn't know that the mic was so close to him. He's just I'm like,
He handed me the mic afterwards. So, like, for everyone who doesn't know what's going on, so there was a tournament a few weeks ago that was live streamed in Connecticut, and I had like commentators. Like, honestly, you guys gave me the idea because you guys been doing such a good job about it. So during the playoffs, he didn't have anyone who wanted to commentate because everyone was playing or refing. So I'm like, hey, Heat, do you want the mic? And he's like, yeah. So I hand Heat the mic, and I'm like, it's hot. And then I don't know if he forgot or whatever. He hands it back to me. He's like, yo, you got to edit a lot of that out. And I'm like, brother, it's too late. Like, what do you mean? Like,
It's live.
there's like 100 plus watch hours. Now there's like 450 views. I'm like, bro, it's too
Oof.
late, brother.
Oof.
But yeah, no. I think you have to be careful, and also that person would really have to let people know, like, yo, hot mic, careful what you say to me.
Yeah, but I feel like that's the way it is in the NFL too. Like, but I guess they're not live. They're like come out like in the postseason things. Like, so I get it, but I think it'd be fun. Depends on the team.
We did this 2 years ago for another Connecticut tournament where I was not streaming, but I was recording games, and Bo was also recording games, and we're on the same team, and he was mic'd. That wasn't made public for a reason, because we had a lot of fun. But that's not something you want to post on YouTube. Like, there's a lot of
Right.
like insider jokes and stuff. So
That's one you want to have it. So if you could do that and then afterwards post like funny clips. Like I feel like that's the way to go as opposed to maybe live streaming.
yeah, that's pretty much like what it was for. So like, um, Bo, I was like playing corner. He's like 5 feet away from me. He like points to my leg. He's like, "Why is your leg so white?" It's like December. Like, I don't know, dude. It's Connecticut. But
It's
yeah, no.
Connecticut.
Spare.
Oh yeah. All right. What's something in 2026 people should be on the lookout for?
Oh, were you waiting for me? I don't know why, but like, wait, Steve, you were like waiting.
Yeah, what am I gonna say? I don't know.
No, I don't know. No, I'm just kidding. I would say that we are gonna do some pop-up leagues. I know that Chris wants to do or pop-up leagues. Well, yes, pop-up leagues, but pop-up tournaments. I know that Chris DeJesus is interested in hosting like a 2v2 tournament, a 3v2 tournament. He's got a good relationship with a really nice gym out there. And then Galentine's, I'm so excited for that tournament. It's gonna be great. Beast Coast. And then our growth with our She They League, I'm like really pumped. I mean, we're gonna sell out this season. We'll be at 80 She They players, I'm confident, by next week, which is like pretty incredible. And we're rebuilding that back up. So yeah, those are just some things we're excited about.
It's awesome. Steve, got anything else to add?
I think we're gonna so we're like Sam said, we're trying to do some pop-up leagues. I think they've Frankie and Sam have given me liberty to kind of be creative, so I'm gonna try to get creative with whatever league we're doing. I don't really know what it's gonna look like yet, but it should be fun and probably build off what we did this year on the Friday league is the hope.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, last two questions. Let's talk about the 2026 USA Dodgeball season. Sam, what does your 2026 season look like?
Yeah, so I am going to Salt Lake City, Utah for the No Sting tournament. So I'm a glutton for punishment. And but I'm only playing women's. I won't do co-ed again. With No Sting. I just hate it.
There was
Birmingham.
that one incident when you and I were on the same team at nationals.
And I was already at my wit's end with playing No Sting co-ed, but and it sucks because it was by like my teammate, like by Gage, and he definitely didn't mean it, and I slid
No.
into it,
Yeah.
and it was really hard, and I instantly cried. Like it wasn't even like voluntary, it was just crying, and I was like,
Mhm.
this is why I don't do this. This is not fun for me. But I'll be doing women's out there, and then Birmingham, Alabama. I'll be going to Birmingham, Alabama. And then what else? Obviously, Galentine's will be bringing aggression. Minnesota will be at Minnesota. Aggression will be, and then yeah,
Do you play cloth at all, Sam?
no.
Smart
Well,
girl.
I did play cloth at nationals, and I had a great time on Outsiders.
Oh,
I
yeah.
played mixed clots with them. It was really cool to play with like completely different guys. But I also played with women's. I played with North, and both times I was like, what am I doing? I could be like going around in New Orleans and having a great time and like, what am I doing? So never again. So I'm not doing that. But then aggression will be at nationals as well.
Okay. Do you have any new faces or anything you want to share on
Yeah.
Bromance?
Yeah, so we added Rennie from the DMB, and we also added Sam Hutter, which is like a very spicy addition. So I'm very excited to have both of them. They both bring a lot of experience. And they're two very different players. And that's kind of what we need. We need like another arm in Sam and like a Swiss Army knife player. Like she can play anywhere. She can play corner, she can play middle. And then Rennie is like such a solid catcher and she's got really good vibes and she's just like a golden retriever. Like she's just like and she just executes and she does really well. So yeah, I'm really excited to play with them. And now we have a full roster going into 26. So yeah, I'm really excited to see how we do. Oh,
That's
and the thing. Oh my
I
God,
was
I
wondering if you were gonna
forgot.
say the thing. I was like, the
I
thing, Sam.
I mean that's my holy grail. I we finished third at nationals, fourth in USA, and then I think like eighth in North America, like in the women's division. And when we placed third at nationals, like I didn't care about anything else. I was like, we're going to the thing. That's what that means. So
We're going to Disney.
yeah, that's our Disney. It's our Disney. And we've had a lot of people. It's the first time that we've had so many people reach out to us and be like, hey, do you guys need subs? Whereas like last year, no one reached out to us. People were like, we don't want to play with them. But like,
Hmm.
you know, so yeah, that I'm really excited about the thing. That's like the best tournament ever, ever. So yeah.
That's awesome. I have not gone yet, and unfortunately, flight did not make it this year. But this
Yeah, I
next year.
saw
This
that.
next year.
Neither
Yeah,
did the
yeah.
bananas, so
Can you believe it? Just
our
kidding.
invite got lost in the mail. I don't know.
Yeah, it's
How,
a tough tournament. It's a tough tournament to get into.
yeah, for sure. How about you, Steve? What does your 2026 season look like?
I think we're doing both. Uh, we're not going to Tempe, but I think we're doing Birmingham, Minneapolis. We're hopefully doing Dallas, but I know we're kind of scarred from that from last year. If we do, we're all booking like really nice flights and not Frontier again.
Ooh,
Um, because
hate Frontier.
yeah, the good thing was we were all on the same flight, so we all got canceled and just drank in Philly. Um, but yeah, I think it's those. We're going to nationals this year. I don't think we're doing Salt Lake City just because we're not a big nosing team. And we do like a bunch of us are going to Sin City to do nosing there, and then some of the people play at what's it, Stonewall Nationals, which is another nosing tournament.
Yeah.
So they get a lot of nosing, and I don't like it. I mean, if the team wants to go, go for it, but I'm probably not going. Um, and then yeah, I think that's mostly it. I think. Yeah, well, if we get invited to the thing, if they change their mind, we'll definitely go. But something tells me it's not going to happen.
What about you, Ryan? What's going on with Flight next year?
Flight. So I don't know. I need to pick and choose my words
Secrets.
carefully. Secrets are no fun. We have a few mix up of players, I believe. But
Oh,
Oh,
yeah, it's not my place to say it. At least not on this right now. But yeah,
who's
I'm
your
excited.
captain?
Bo.
Oh, okay. I
Hmm.
always feel like there's you guys always have such a mix up of a roster. But you are going to like the tournaments with them.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, okay.
yes.
Yep. So last year, it's pretty much a lot of the same players from last year. Again, I don't know exactly, but I will say that we did add Gage, so that's awesome.
Gage.
Yep, we
Nice.
added Gage.
Oh, I love
We
Gage.
love
He's
Gage.
the sweetest. He's just like sweet as pie. Like he's literally the best. He's the
He
best.
he played at nationals with us, and then he played in FDC with us. And funny story, real quick. So, okay, it's Saturday. Playoffs just finished. We went to Chili's at the mall, and
Naturally.
I was like, all right, guys, like we're going back. So I ordered the Uber, and Gage is like, oh, I think I'm like the same hotel as you guys. I'm like, okay, cool, just come with us. So we, the Uber driver pulls up. He's like, guys, this is not my hotel.
It sounds about right.
I was like, dude, just come up to the room, we'll drink. But yeah, we had a good time.
He's just he brought his girlfriend and his mom to
Oh,
Worlds and his mom because like his name is spelt like it's a really unique spelling and his mom like that's what she always like she we were standing in line to grab a drink and she told me that all her kids she wanted it to all the names to be spelt like really uniquely and she's like that's why it's spelt weird and I was like this is a great fun fact.
Yeah.
He's just so sweet. He's just, yeah, sweet family.
Yeah, love Gage.
Yeah.
All right, that is all the questions from me. Let's move into questions from the people. First question from Danica. What does the future look like for Philly dodgeball?
Yeah, I think we touched on it a little bit, but like there's a few goals that Frankie and I kind of went through, and a lot of it has to do with like player growth. We'd want to be like a league that is hosting. I mean, his goal is to have 7 days a week. But we'd really have to like expand our leadership team. But I'd really like to get to in the next 2 years, 4 days a week, where we have like two base leagues and then we have like a Friday pop up or a Sunday or like a Monday league. And I think just continuing to focus on player experience and always be open for like criticism and being flexible with like any feedback that people give because people are very vocal about their opinions about
Parents.
yeah, and like expanding our leadership team. I think like the more hands, like the lighter the lift. So
Steve, anything to add?
I think just working with Frankie, we're going to trial some stuff with our ref group. Things like ref assessments, like different training mechanisms, things to try to get more uniformity among them. And hoping that we can use this Philly dodgeball as like some piloting programs for that kind of stuff. And we're going to start that next season. So looking forward to that. I mean, I like rules, so that's what I'm excited about.
Another question from Danica. Any new ideas slash concepts for the upcoming seasons?
Shrek.
I
Shrek.
like it.
Thursdays, Shrek. Tuesdays, birds. No, Tuesdays aren't birds.
Is it still, I was gonna say, are we still going with birds?
No, we're not doing birds because Frankie wants to do birds when we have shirts. So
Of course he does.
Didn't you guys do like a sandwich
we
league,
did.
right? Yeah.
Yeah, it was like the captains picked their favorite sandwiches and then they gave their favorite sandwiches as the awards at the end of the night. It was amazing. We just like always trying like failing fast, like trying something different. Like the Friday League was a cool concept. Like the pop-up league that we did on the rooftop, people just showed up and got divided onto teams. So like we're willing to try anything once or twice, you know. If it works and people like it, we'll do it again. So
Yeah.
We're going to be playing more cloth next year. That's another thing. We've got at least one, maybe two cloth leagues that we're going to be running. Now that we've got a USA dodgeball player from Philly on cloth, so we got to kind of support him.
yeah.
Yeah. Want
And
to talk
there's
about
a
him?
Love Jordan Clever. Like
big
the
fan.
nicest, sweetest guy, and he's just so good. So I'm happy he's finally getting a show out on the world stage.
He did incredible. I mean, everybody was gassing him up when he walked in. Like we were like, thank God that team had you. Like they needed you. Like that it was too close for comfort and he rallied and I didn't want that team to win for so many reasons and especially like against Jordan. So like it felt really good that like someone from Philly pulled it out and kicked ass.
Yeah,
That
he
was a
played
close
really.
series, came right down to the wire.
Yeah, that was a great.
Yeah.
It was a crazy game. But yeah, Jordan really played well. So happy and we've got other people who can probably take that next step too. Shout out Brandon Holub. He is so good, and if he just
So
remembered when the
good.
tryouts were, he probably could have made the team, which is really funny. Apparently, I heard this week that he apparently asked, like, "Oh, how do we sign up for tryouts after the teams were announced?" Which
Yeah.
is
It was before
really,
nationals, he asked.
Oh
just
no,
crazy.
you're like 6 months too late.
I was like,
So,
you knucklehead.
he's so lovable. But
Oh, Brandon. And yeah, shout out Andrew. Today's his birthday. Went
yeah,
down to Mexico
Yeah,
City for Thanksgiving. Brought back gold.
yeah,
yeah,
that was cool too. It was cool to see him and like just seeing how much he's grown and what he was able to take away from that tournament. That's a tough team to try to like integrate yourself with. There are a
Mhm.
lot of established players that, play on that team have been playing with each other for years. And so it can be really intimidating, I'm sure. So it was really nice to see him. And I know that like if Alyssa tried out, but if she could have gone, she would have, but she couldn't go during Thanksgiving. Similarly, like I couldn't go to the practice or the during Thanksgiving, and neither could Nikki. So it was like we were glad that the boys could go.
Yeah.
So
It's really good to see Andrew. He's put in so much work with film study and just training on the side. Like it's nice to see that work paying off for him. He's really crushing it.
yeah.
Yeah. All right, another question from Danica. Will Beast Coast be returning in 2026?
Yes. Yes.
Last question from Danica. What are both of your dodgeball goals for 2026?
Good,
Um,
Steve.
I guess mine are more like I've I feel like I don't have many goals playing wise, which is terrible. I feel like mine are like helping to like get the board ready to take that dodge. I want to see dodgeball get to the next step. I don't want to see people like, and I don't really know, like there's lots of ways to get here, but I feel like I tell people at work like, hey, I play dodgeball and you get like a chuckle, and I'm sure you guys see that same thing.
Yeah.
I want to see it to where we're recognized. I want to get like actual it it's a real sport that real people play and crazy athletes play, and I think working with the board and Philly Dodgeball and everybody else I can to make that a reality is kind of my big goal. I don't know if I can achieve it in a year, but let's aim big and see what happens.
For me, I want to make the Team USA mixed squad again. And so I'm just really locking in, now and the new year, I'll be getting back after it. I just joined like a new gym that has a racquetball court and like a turf field. And so that's going to be like, I haven't had that before. So that's going to be super helpful for like accuracy practice, being better off ball. And getting my arm better with the bottom balls. But it's full steam ahead to make the team again. Um, so yeah,
Love it. Joylight balls or baton balls?
joy light.
Joylight,
Oh,
Yeah,
100%.
yeah.
100%.
The bottom balls are better for catching because they ricochet. But if the thing that, and I know Steve has a curveball too, so I've gotten pretty effective with my curveball, and it's like with the bottom balls, it's a different. You have to hold it a little bit longer with the bottom. For some reason, like I was like troubleshooting it like a few days ago when we went to the gym, and I was trying to figure out how to like get it to drop, but it just drops differently and it moves
Mm-hmm.
differently. It stays really high. And like when you've been
Yeah.
trying to perfect a certain throw for like, I've been playing since 2021, and now it feels like everything's changed. Like,
I just felt
but
like to I also felt like Joylight when they got broken in, they were consistent when they were broken in. I feel like Baden so far, like yeah, they're brand new, they're crazy. But even broken in, like they don't feel consistent after broken in between different
yeah.
balls. And that's tough to it makes throwing something like a curveball, it makes it so hard to be consistent with. And that's kind of all I got going for me now, so it sucks that I can't throw that consistently.
And they rip. We've had three balls rip.
Really?
The first we this is our first time at Philly Dodgeball we've had Baden. And when I've gone to tournaments, I've not seen this. I don't know if we got a bad batch or something, but like we'll play it on Saturday at the ball. Like we'll have Baden balls. But first night, a ball ripped. And I was like,
Wow.
what the fuck?
I've
Because
never picked up a baton ball that's been ripped.
yeah, it's like
Yeah.
$2 more a ball. And so it's like for the quality to decrease and for we've had like a lot of people be like, we don't like these. So I don't know if they'll stay in Philly. But because it's the deal was if you're a member org that you would get like a discount on balls and you'd have like a bot-in member store, but like I'm not really seeing the benefit, to be honest,
Yeah.
with bot-in.
Yeah. I hear you. All right,
So
Steve, I know that we are on a little bit of time crunch for you. Before you get off, do you have any closing thoughts or shout outs?
Um, Shout out to, I guess, the ball this weekend. While the tournament's full, there are still tickets to the best night in dodgeball of the year, which is our open bar event that we have Saturday night. Um, Tickets are available on phillydodgeball.com. I just checked the numbers right now. I believe we are at about just over 100 people coming just to the event alone on Saturday night. So should be a great time. We have a DJ. We give out awards both on the tournament and for like people recognizing the community throughout the year. Um, it's really just a great event. highly recommend. And then shout out to my bananas, I guess. Love those guys. Been playing with them for a while and like to see them get some love. So
Hell yeah. And where can people find you on social media?
on Instagram, I'm at Canadork because that's just what I am. Uh,
Time,
made that
time, 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 time. How do you say your last name?
Magouirk. It rhymes with dork. So when I was the easiest way to remember it when I was campaigning for class president in like eighth grade, my campaign slogan was "Don't be a dork, vote for Magouirk." So
There
I
you
did
go,
not,
Frankie.
I did not win.
Can you believe it?
I have a funny story as to why I didn't win, but it's not appropriate for a podcast.
Maybe later. Maybe later.
Yes, but some things you just can't beat. But yeah, no, it was so yeah, that's how you say my last name is McGork.
Okay,
But
I'll definitely remember that.
but yeah, thanks for having me. Sorry I have to jump a little early. Got a
Okay.
duty calls for the board, but yeah, thanks guys. I appreciate it, and I will see. Well, Sam, I'll see you tomorrow. But
Yeah, we're
Ryan,
packing raffle baskets.
yeah, I might be late.
Well,
Um, but no, Ryan, I'll see you Saturday, bright and early. So let's see how it goes.
yeah. See you Saturday, Steve. Thanks for hopping on.
Yep, have a good one, guys.
Bye,
Later.
Steve.
Bye.
McGork. I can't really spell his last name sometimes. I have to like sound it out.
Frankie was like talking about it. I'm like, dude, I don't know. I was like Margarook.
That's really bad, actually. That's not even close.
I know.
Oh my God. Yeah, McGork.
Okay, I had a story to share about your throws, like with your sliders, and I had a ball up here. It's downstairs now, but like you have like that crazy two seam slider.
Yeah. Mhm.
So I like fractured this finger like bad. Like it's like bent in and like to the left. Like
Oh my
it's fucked. Like
God.
it's set the wrong way. So um after they're like, they announced everyone for Team USA, I'm like, okay, I need to learn how to ball block with two balls and I
Yeah.
need to throw sliders. So I tried throwing a slider like how you threw it. And this was like a month after the injury. And I threw the ball at the wall and instantly I'm like, oh fuck my finger.
Yeah, because it comes from that finger. Like
Yeah, I didn't know that until I threw it.
that's where the curve comes from. At least with Joy-Light balls. I don't know with Baden anymore, but
Mistakes were made.
yeah. That's I'm sorry to hear about your finger. It still looks like it's not fully worked out.
Yeah, my fingers are cooked.
Yeah.
Sarah
Yeah.
Wood, she broke my ball block. I was like, damn, it was like the last game of like our D League. So it was like game 7. We end up losing. I'm like, ah, shit. And then like I'm taping up my fingers again. I'm like, this finger looks like kind of funny. And I didn't think anything of it. And then like a few weeks later, I'm like, I probably should have splinted, but like it's not going to set correctly
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, you have to splint it right away. Like I learned that the hard way at the thing last year. I was in like a one-on-one oh my God, I forget her name. I know her name, but I was stupid. It was no block. I went for a catch, like a dummy. And instead of catching like I normally do, I like weirdly punched the ball and I jammed this finger. And that was what, over a year ago. I can now just get a ring on because
Oh,
it was fat and I didn't splint it right away. I played through it throughout the whole tournament because I was like, I'm at the thing. I just didn't even register the pain. It was black and blue. Everyone's like, you should splint that. I'm like, you should mind your business. It was fucked for like a whole like year. Like it's crazy.
yeah.
Yeah.
Last year, I was trying to get cute on a catch, and we're playing no sting, and I'm like dropping back. I'm like, I'm not gonna go for the dodge. It's open jam. I'll go for the catch. But when I went back, I normally like I'm a body catcher, but I'm like,
Yeah.
fuck it, I'm going hands catch. Like I'm trying to like Dylan Cruz's ball, and I went back like this, and it was a lefty, so the ball was spinning the wrong way, and it just my thumb ate it, and I like
Ugh.
ran out the door, and they're like, uh-oh. And I came back and like from here to here was already like starting to like bruise. I'm like, fuck. I have a
What we
tournament in
put
3
ourselves.
days.
Yeah. The crazy things we put our bodies through. It's nuts, especially our hands. Especially our hands.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
All right, Sam. Do we want to leave this there or should I cut that?
Don't care.
Okay, I'm leaving it in. All right, let's go to our next question. All right, question from Adam. Team Edward or Team Jacob?
Oh, I don't care. But I mean, Edward to me is kind of a pussy. I think Jacob, like, besides I only watched the first movie, so maybe I don't get all the things, but like Jacob when he was like, "Hey, Luca," was kind of cheesy. But like the spider monkey line that Edward says, like I just find Edward to be just like ugh. So
Jacob is the
definitely.
wolf guy.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I think
Wolves are
wolves
cool.
are
I'll go Team Jacob.
yeah, wolves are hotter than vampires.
Way hotter.
Way hotter.
Way
So,
hotter.
yeah.
All right, next question. We got two questions from Brandon Hollub. First question, who is Steve's favorite dodgeball player of all time? Whoops.
Sorry, Steve.
Whoops. Let's just say Jalen Brunson. All right. Next question from Brandon. Who is one player from Philly dodgeball aggression wants to add?
Well, I think there are like we're not adding anybody from Philly dodgeball because obviously we have a full roster, but I think that there have been some really great players that have played with us that like I don't know if Flight had this too, but like the challenging part, and we went through all these phases of life with teams, right? Like when we started Broad Street Bullies, we wanted just Philly people. And then when we started Aggression, we're like, we're only want Philly people. But then once we all kind of got to this level, it's really hard to bring in a rec player. Um, and it doesn't mean that that rec player can't get better. It's just that you don't have like years to invest in them when you're at like Aggression where we're like being invited to the thing. I mean, we're not hot shit, but like we're trying to be hot shit. Like we're trying to get gold medals at these tournaments and like the learning curve is so big from rec to where I feel like we are going to that like when we added some rec players, recreational players who this is like their first tournament, I felt bad for them because I'm like, I don't think they realized what they signed up for. Like, I didn't manage their expectations, but like, there are some people that are like up there. Like, we have a woman named Jay. She plays on my team on Tuesdays. She played with us in Dallas. Um, she worked really well under pressure. Like, we were really intense. You know, Dallas, we got second place, and like, she didn't play any of the gold medal match because it was like, we can't like I don't want to expose you to this environment and like we need to like have our more experienced players on and I don't know if that was always the right decision because I think it probably would have been good for her to get time on the court but it's like so hard when those are happening but then like there's Caitlin Apostle in Philly. I think she was on Supernova. She's more free agenty next season. I think she'd make a great addition to like the vibe of like Aggression. Um and like there's other people that like play in Lavender that have a lot of potential. Like there's a woman named Claire, who's very tall, very athletic. She's got a whole year under her belt, knows what she's doing now, and she's really good. So there's a lot of really great talent. It's just hard. Like, did you guys ever do that? Like pick up rec people to like,
Yeah, so we've done it for Flight's first season. Yeah. I mean, we had Kyle Hood. That was his first ever tournament in Pittman, and he played very fucking good, especially for it to be his first like USA tournament. And
yeah,
he was like so down on himself. And I'm like talking to him and the rest of Flight, and they're like, "Yeah, this is his first tournament." And I'm like, "Bro, this is your first tournament?" And he's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "You played phenomenal. Like, it doesn't matter that we won. Like, take whatever you could take from this and just build on it." Like,
yeah.
so we've had like Kyle Hood, we've had Connor Block. He played with us in Dallas and in Seattle. We had Nick Scally. I know he's a Boston Heist member, but
He's good. He's solid.
yes. So we had Nick, we had Kyle, and we had Connor for Dallas FDC last month.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's tough. I mean, people be living and they have lives outside of dodgeball. So yeah, you want your whole team to be there, whether it's 7, 8, 9. But unfortunately, I feel like every team kind of has to pick up one or two players, and it's very easy to just pick up a rec player, bring them out to a tournament, teach them. Hopefully, they have like a good mindset, and you're like, hey, like the do or die games, you're probably not going to play in, but like your goal
Yeah.
should be like, I'm doing so good, you have to play me, and also I want to learn at the same time too.
Yeah. It's a tough balance and like we've dealt that same thing with chaos. I mean, chaos we've all grown kind of together. And we've picked up like some really great additions to this past year. And so that's been really encouraging. But again, it's the same thing. It's like, do we want to, like, we know that like these other players have played in tournaments before, and we know they have the experience to make those decisions that are like crucial when pressure is on, but you also need to give them opportunities. So it's a tough balance, but yeah, I would say those people stand out to me as like the people that are like are so new, but they're already so good. And I just want someone in Philly to create another team because we have Supernova, we have Happy, we have us, we have Bananarka, but there's so many now, these so many players that want to play, but like there needs to be someone to organize them, because it can't be me.
Yeah, I
Like,
mean, it's four teams, a lot of teams as is, but
Yeah.
yeah. Olivia too. She's like very
Oh,
feisty.
Liv.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. They're on Bananarka.
Yep.
Yeah.
I also met, I think Gabby is her name, and her mom in at Nationals.
Gabby.
I think her name
Gabby.
is Gabby. Maybe not. Oh my gosh. Oh my
You see, when
gosh.
you talk about women,
Damn
you
it.
forget. I was like, who is
I mean, I wasn't
Gabby?
making any eye contact, obviously. I think her name is Gabby.
Gabby.
Maybe it's not. Damn.
There's only one Gabby that I know, and she definitely didn't go and she was new.
Yeah, her mom was there. She said that like this is I think her first or second tournament, and we were just at the bar next to our hotel, and like we went there to go eat, and we're at the bar, and then like I think her name was Gabby, and her mom was like, "We're here for dodgeball." And I'm like, "I'm here for dodgeball," and they're like, "I'm from Philly," and I'm like, "I know people from Philly," so
So funny. You'll we'll have to talk
damn.
about it offline.
Yeah, we're gonna have to. Yeah.
Poor Gabby, not Gabby.
I hope I guessed the right name now.
There's no way you did because I know I know everybody.
Oh, I think she was playing on Bananarka, but
Is it
I'll have to see.
Jackie?
Yes, yeah.
Jackie.
Jackie.
Yes, Jackie.
Close. It's close.
Yeah, not at all, but yeah, sure. Yeah, Jackie. She's a sweetheart. Sweetheart.
Very nice. Her mom was
Yeah,
very nice too.
that's so funny.
All right, next question. Question from Amanda. It's hard finding girls who want to play dodgeball. A lot of ladies are scared to play against men. What's your advice for someone who's trying to get into the sport, especially women, and how to overcome the fear of playing co-ed?
Yeah, playing co-ed does suck as a woman. I mean, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It does suck. A lot of guys are misogynist and egotistical and won't give you the time to throw a ball. But I think it's for me, at least with Philly dodgeball, I don't think we have that environment. Like, we don't, at least from the feedback I've received, like I've never heard complaints that people are like, the women never get to participate, but it's all about the people you surround yourself with. And I'd like to believe that, and I've seen it firsthand that like a lot of the men in our league aren't like, they're not taking balls out of women's hands. And it has happened before, and we nip it in the bud right away.
Hmm.
But I think it honestly depends on the community that you're in. But don't be afraid to use your voice. Like if you want to throw, I don't give a fuck who's in the corner. Like you go to the corner. Like you go throw. Like I tell this to guys all the time because sometimes guys like will play call and they won't call the woman to throw and because the woman doesn't have like a strong enough arm. And I'll always say to them, like, the only way that they're gonna get better is if you give them an opportunity. And 9 times out of 10 in remix or draft, it always comes down to your lesser experienced players because the other team knows who you are, so they're going to get you out first. So if you don't like lift up your lesser players or like your newer players or your women, you're never going to win ever. Like
Yeah.
so I would just say go for it, but it is intimidating. Like I still get intimidated. Like it sucks, it's not always the best environment, but that's why we have the she they league because there are just some they thems and she hers that just don't want to play with men, and I get it. I don't know if that's
Yeah.
the most positive answer, but
No, I get it. I mean, like I've been playing for a long time, so there's nothing worse than seeing it doesn't matter if it's like co-ed or not, but like someone going up to the front line with two balls and there's two or three people behind them and you're like, "Bro, use your teammates. What do you like you guys are all supposed to
mm-mm,
be winning together as a team, but
mm-mm. Yeah,
um
I
yeah.
hate that. I hate that so much. And I remember I saw it at a tournament not that long ago. Tournament was I at? I don't remember, but I went to a tournament, maybe it was nationals, and I saw a guy do that to a girl on his team, and I went, I would quit. I'd be like, I mean, I did have something similar happen to me on mixed berries, actually.
Oh,
Yeah. But that player ended up it backfired on them and they got
hmm.
out because that I couldn't protect them. And it was
Yeah.
like, well, that's why you don't take two balls to the line by yourself. Like you have three other players in. Like,
Yeah. Yeah. No, I totally understand.
yeah.
Um, yeah, for me personally, like it doesn't matter. I mean, there's obviously certain games where like your bigger arms are gonna be throwing more. But what I like to do, like,
Yes.
yeah, there's gonna be some games where like I throw a lot, but there's gonna be games where I'm just a decoy out on the court and you don't know it
Right.
and you won't figure it out until the game's over and we won. But
Yeah.
I love playing in a corner and going in the huddle and saying, hey, if I'm in the right corner, I'm gonna be like, hey, throw at my right corner, go to the far left side of the court. Like it's gonna be a longer throw. They're not gonna look at you at all. Like
Nope.
I'm gonna set you up. Like they're like just put it directly on them. You're gonna get them out.
Yeah.
And
Setting a
there's
trap.
no better feeling. Like it's two people working together to get one person out.
Yeah, and I think that like when we're talking at like the rec level, there's no world in which that I think that like women should ever get a ball taken out of their hand, that two ball situation. But like when you go to the competitive mix level, like regardless of your gender, you want certain players in certain positions based on their skills. Unfortunately, sometimes it ends up being men in the court. It ends up being very like male, female, male, female, male, you know? But
Yeah.
that's how you, but that's kind of how you win in mixed, you know, like you, but like Ashley Cook, regardless of the guys on the court, she's probably going to have a ball in the corner or at least be in the middle. So, but at the rec level, yeah, I mean, like you kind of just have to go for it and like sign up and complain if you have a bad time. Give the league owner feedback. Like, I didn't touch a ball all season. They want to know that, you know?
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Next question from Meredith. Should players who have played in the dodgeball in the past expect anything new for this tournament or for the ball?
Great question.
Great question.
Yeah, so we'll have raffles again this year. So we did that last year. We'll have the streaming courts, which is like super exciting. We'll have announcers on those streaming courts, which will, I think, legitimize it a little bit. We really wanted to work with Dodgeball Hub this year, but it just really wasn't in the budget. We'll have Dylan Cruz there. He's selling his merch. We posted a few of the iterations of his designs online. He's also going to be doing a sweatshirt raffle, so that's exciting. We'll have a bunch of like Philly dodgeball swag for people to buy from like previous tournaments. Um, so yeah.
Awesome. Next question from Heat. Sam, you're my hero. What steps should I take to grow dodgeball in Baltimore?
Oh, he's so sweet. And let me know if my internet cuts out. Sometimes it's like annoying. Just text me. But so
Don't give this man a mic.
I
Stay off the
know.
mic, Heat.
So funny. That's my biggest takeaway. Um, I think I always say this to people trying to start their own league. Like if you build it, they will come. You know, you just need to legitimize it, figure out what that means for you. Is it an LLC? Is it a whatever? Figure out what structure you want to have it be 8 weeks, 7 weeks, 6 weeks, co-ed, gendered, whatever. And plan it out and just build it. Like you'd really be surprised at how many people want to play this sport. Um, it takes a lot of work though. It's not easy. It's not easy building community. It's not easy dealing with the public and dealing with complaints, but it's so worth it. Like we're so lucky to have this community, not only like in Philly, but also just like across the country on the East Coast. Like you build long lasting friendships. I mean, my boyfriend I met playing dodgeball, my best friends I met playing dodgeball. Like, it's something really special. And I think that's what rec sports do. So I would say, like, especially in the DMV Baltimore area, Baltimore is a huge sports city. If they wanted to start something, I think it would be really successful. You just kind of have to go for it. And like, it's nerve-wracking, it's scary, but like, should always just go for it. What's the worst that can happen?
Yeah, right. I feel like it's
Yeah.
kind of like having a kid. Like, there's not going to be a sign that's like, hey, you should have a kid. Like, do you
Yeah.
guys have, like, I feel like you guys have a lot of people out there that play dodgeball. Like, just start a league.
As long as you have like 24 people, you can get to sign up and you only need one basketball court, 24 people, four teams, 8 weeks. You could do it 65 to 75 bucks. You don't need to get shirts. You don't need to do all that stuff. Like just buy the equipment, get the insurance, and promote it. Like it's pretty simple. It's just building on it that's complicated, you know?
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
but there's cheat sheets everywhere. Like we have support. I know that like Boston started their own and they've gotten really successful. I mean, we leaned very heavily on Seattle, like uh dodgeball and cactus dodgeball. Like they were so helpful to us. So lean on your sister chapters.
Love it. All right, and last question from Brittany Morales, talking about Cactus Dodgeball. Sam, you are a strong and outspoken leader. I admire. How does moving through a male-dominated space impact your mindset, and what you hope to see for women in this sport?
Yeah, I mean it's really hard. I mean, I think what's been helpful is that like when I was in the Navy, it was very male dominated, and I the only way that I could get anything done or get people to listen to me when I got staff, when I got sailors under my belt, that you have to use your voice. And I think I like overcompensated when I was younger. Like I was really loud and really aggro, and I kind of like have calmed down quite a bit in the last 5 or 6 years. But like I had to overcompensate because if you didn't act a certain way, at least in that environment, no one would listen to you. You kind of had to be a hard ass. You had to be tough. And my dad raised me as a son, so that also was helpful too. And like, fuck what anybody else thinks about me. Fuck what these guys think, or they think I shouldn't throw. They think I shouldn't do whatever. They want me to play within the system. They want me to fit into a box. Like, I'm just gonna do me. It's really hard though. Like, it still can be intimidating. Like, I was intimidated to play on mixed cloth with outsiders because I was like, the only person I played with was Joe, and Joe was great to play with on the North American team. Like, I loved playing with Joe. He's like one of my favorite people I've played with. And so but I was still intimidated to play with those guys because, you know, I play on a very different mixed foam team with Chaos. Like everybody's basically equal for the we all play within the system, but we're all friends, like we're
Hmm.
all homies. So it's just different. There's not this hierarchy of male, female, whatever. It's like you're Sam and I'm John and this is Matt. Like it's just different.
Yeah.
Um, and they don't have like the egos that some of the other players have out in this dodgeball ether. But I don't know if that answers the question, but like fake it till you make it, and it's gonna be hard no matter what. Like it doesn't really it's gotten easier for me because I feel like I don't really give a shit anymore. But like it even 2 years ago, it's intimidating. It really is.
Hmm.
So
Good answer.
yeah.
I want to back up a little bit. You said when you were in the Navy, you're talking about your staff, and I thought you said that you got stabbed, and I'm like, oh my God.
No, 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 no. I had
Staff, not
staff
stabbed.
members, sailors, junior sailors that I was in charge of. That would have been what a way to slip that in. No pun intended. Like, oh yeah, and when I got stabbed in 2011,
Yeah, right.
yeah, I'm tough, but I'm not that tough. Maybe it's also being from Massachusetts. I'm just kind of an asshole.
It's the Massachusetts slash Philly, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I was raised in a very tough, like, part of the city, and I was always playing men's sports. I was always playing Little League and stuff like that. So I feel like playing sports growing up also helps.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
All right, Sam, that's it. Do you have any closing thoughts or shout outs?
no, so I think people should, if it would be crazy to me if people listening to this aren't coming to the ball. But the ball is on Saturday. We're gonna get to like 130 people at this ball, which is crazy. Um, but I think the future, I didn't even answer Brittany's question about the future of like women's sports, but I just hope that we all continue to support each other and grow, and like more leagues are doing they leagues, because that's the biggest pipeline for these they players to come up and like go to tournaments. Like, so I really would love to see, like, Boston's doing it. So I'm excited to see them launch that. And I mean, New York's been doing it for like a hot minute. So that's good to see too. But yeah, follow us on Philly Dodgeball. That's all I got. I just appreciate the time, Ryan.
Anytime. I have a question. Would it be appropriate to wear a Wawa polo to the ball? Because I have to. Is
You
am I dressing up too much?
by wearing a polo.
Yeah.
So if you're coming to the tournament and you're wearing a polo, yes, you're dressing up too much. But if you come to the ball wearing a polo, you are severely dressing down.
I have two
And
polos. I'm strongly considering bringing both and wearing one at each.
so if you wear your polo and maybe wear like a jacket,
Mm.
maybe you could
I
get
don't
away with
want to.
it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't want to. Huh. I don't want to like overdress, with my polo and then make other people look bad. Maybe I
Fair.
have like a Wawa snapback and a fanny pack. I might wear that.
There you go.
Yeah,
There you go.
perfect. And there's also a
Cool.
Wawa like right across the street from Drexel, so perfect.
Yeah, there is. Yeah. Yeah. Look at you.
I knew
You
it.
just moved to Philly already.
I'm 4 days closer to Wawa. That's what I got in my notes.
That's so funny. That's the takeaway of this episode.
Yeah.
Ryan's 4 days away from Wawa.
And last question, where can people find you on social media?
Yeah, at Philly Dodgeball. I mean, I think my handle on Instagram is like at Sammy Say, but I don't really care about growing that. I care about growing Philly Dodgeball. But yeah, that's where people can find us.
Cool. Awesome. Thanks for your time, Sam.
Cool. Thanks, Ryan.
Anytime. Peace.